In 2022, an ex-military and biology teacher named Dan Forrester is living a quiet life with his wife Emmy and their daughter Maury. During a Christmas party, the World Cup final is interrupted by an urgent broadcast. Soldiers from the year 2051 announce that Earth is at war with aliens known as white spikes, and humanity is losing. To win this war, people from the present are being recruited and sent to the future to fight. Dan is drafted, despite not wanting to leave his family. Desperate to avoid being sent, he seeks help from his estranged father, James Forrester, a former soldier. However, their relationship is too strained for any reconciliation, so Dan accepts his fate and is sent to the future. In 2051, something goes wrong with the transport, and Dan and other recruits drop in the middle of a battlefield in Miami, which has been ravaged by white spikes. Dan survives and is taken by Colonel Maury Forrester, who reveals that she is his daughter, now grown up. She explains that humanity is on the brink of extinction, and they are trying to develop a toxin to destroy the aliens. She needs Dan's help to capture a female white spike, as it may hold the key to creating the toxin. Dan helps Maury capture the female, but the location is overrun by male white spikes. During the mission, Maury reveals that in the future, Dan became distant from his family after returning from the war, which led to a divorce and his death in a car accident. This revelation strains their relationship even more, as Maury harbors deep resentment. Although the toxin is developed, the white spikes launch a devastating attack, and Maury is fatally injured. Before dying, she sends Dan back to the past with the toxin, trusting him to save the future. Back in the present, Dan realizes the war can still be avoided. Along with Dr. Nora, he discovers that the white spikes didn't arrive on Earth in 2048, as previously thought. Instead, they had been frozen in the Russian tundra for thousands of years and were only released by climate change. Determined to prevent the apocalypse, Dan, his father James, and other survivors travel to Russia to eliminate the aliens before they awaken. They find the alien ship buried in the ice and inject the white spikes with the toxin, killing most of them. However, a female survives, leading to a final battle. Dan, with his father's help, manages to defeat the creature, preventing the alien invasion before it begins. With the white spikes destroyed, Dan returns home to his family in the present, reconciled with his father and committed to being a better father to Maury, avoiding the dark future he learned about.